cute. We like her. We love her. We love her. Hello and welcome everybody to my video. Hello and welcome everybody to Temple of Compassion. My name is Jonte, aka Gabriel. And for those who don't know, then you don't know. And for those who know, then you know. And that's how it be sometimes. So today we're going to do a reading on what 2020 has to bring towards you. And we're going to do basically the start of the reading. I'm going to tell you what energies are blocking you in your life. And I'm going to just shuffle the first card for each deck for now. As I only have one deck, which is kind of sad, I know. But I mean, one deck is still one deck, so thank you. So I'm just going to pull one card for each deck, and we have 4 decks here today. 1, 2, oh sorry, actually I'll do it from your guys' side. 1, 2, 3, 4. And for the first deck, I'm going to lay down, because this is my baby, we have the lovely Danburite crystal here. And this crystal helps with connecting to source and divine energies. For the second deck, we have the lovely amethyst. I like to call this my pussy amethyst. And once again, for those who know, then for those who don't know, you don't know. No. I'm really drawn to this crystal for some reason. I actually don't know the name of this crystal, so if anybody in the comments could tell me the name of this crystal, that would be amazing. It's kind of red and has green bits in it. And it kind of reminds me a bit of lapis lazuli, but like a red version of lapis lazuli. And speaking of lapis lazuli, for the 4th deck, we have here the beautiful lapis lazuli. I hope you guys can see the decks clearly. Maybe I'll just move them a little bit closer to me. Okay. Now, I've just played my singing bowls before in order to, just cleanse the energy around me. And first I just want to give an introduction on this channel and what this channel is for, and also what Temple of Compassion is. So Temple of Compassion, basically we do tarot readings. We're going to be doing healings. And at the moment we're just kind of starting up, but I mean, you've got to start somewhere, so that's alright. And I just want to say that I've got to check to see if I'm in the camera. Sorry guys, I just had to check if I was in frame, because I do want to be in frame so that you guys can be able to channel my energy, but I mean that's kind of not really going to happen right now. So I'll just go down a little bit so you guys can see my face. Hello, I am Jonte, this is me. So, Temple of Compassion. Our aim is basically to heal the world. I mean, a lot of people that are doing this spiritual journey are all going on that aim. We all have different talents and skills, I think, as well. And so, I'm here as a healer to heal people and to help people evolve in order to become better people, basically, essentially. And my 2 crystals that I have on my route today are Rainbow Hematite, I think that's what it's called, and what is it called? Kambaba Jasper. These ones help with stress. They help with calming the nerves and stuff like that. So yeah, and they also help with grounding, obviously, because they're grounding crystals. So yeah, that's a brief introduction to Temple of Compassion and what I want to do on this earth and my goals. If you guys would like to share with me some goals that you have for your life, maybe you have a similar goal of helping the world, or maybe you have a different goal, And as always, this is a general reading, so before I get into the reading, I just want everyone to know that if it doesn't resonate, then better luck next time. I'm sorry, but I'm channeling a lot of energies right now. I literally just felt so much fucking energy. But yeah, I'm channeling a lot of energies right now, so it's going to be hard for me to be able to like get everything spot on, because some things are going to be right for one person and then some things might be right for another person, and you have to understand that everyone needs a message, and you might resonate with one message within this deck that you choose, or you might resonate with 1,000 messages, you know, or all of it. Like it really just, it's a matter of chance, I guess, and what messages you need to hear right now in your life. Okay, so we're gonna put these decks to the side. Hope they're not in view because that's kind of ugly. And now we're going on to deck one. So deck one, here we have the Damn Purite. So initially looking at this crystal, my first thought is that you need to be connecting more to the divine. You could be needing healing in your life. But generally, yes, I feel like you need to go deeper within yourself, and maybe spiritually go outside. And by going outside, I mean actually using meditation to travel to other places and to connect to the divine, and not only connect to the divine, but connect to your higher self. So that's the message I have for you today with the crystal. And we're gonna just put this over here. We're gonna hide it for now while we shuffle. And we're gonna go into what other messages Spirit has for you today. So what messages for deck one for 2020? What messages for deck one for 2020? Messages for deck one for 2020. And I first just want to say that the first card of each deck is going to be used to tell me what kind of energies are holding you back, or not necessarily holding you back, but what energy is reoccurring in the past 2019, and what you need to do with that energy. Most likely that energy is going to be the energy that you need to let go, and you need to leave it in 2019. As most people would like to say, they're leaving this in 2019, they're leaving that in 2019. So the first card that's jumping out to me is the Wheel. And I'm going to flip this card over, the World. Interesting. Four of Pentacles. King of Wands. The Moon. Strength. Ooh, interesting. How many cards am I going to pull, really? I think I should pull one more, just for you guys. If I'm feeling like I should pull another one for another deck, then I'm going to pull another one. But for every deck, the general amount of cards I'm going to do today is 7. Alright. So, I'm really surprised that the wind is not blowing away my cards today, because I was really worried about that. So first, for the energy that you're leaving behind in 2019, we have the World in reverse. So the World is kind of Sagittarius energy, but so the World is all about cycles, I feel like. So I feel like last 2019 has been a cycle for you, and not a very good one. It could have been very trials and tribulations. Very trials and tribulations. It could have been very difficult for you last year to kind of soar and let yourself be able to express yourself freely. So you could have been struggling with a lot of issues to do with your material world. You could have been struggling with a lot of issues to do with just finding your passions and really finding who you are. And so the Wheel is telling us that in order to overcome this cycle, you need to open up yourself to a new cycle. And that's, you know, the cycle of 2020. It's a new year, it's a new book. It's not a new page, honey, it's a new book, all right? So, sorry, that's just my incense burner over there. So yeah, I feel like you need to really climb to the top and fight all these demons that are trying to fight you, you know? As you can see here, we have this demon, he's kind of climbing up to the lion. And the lion is like you know? You've got the strength card here, like you need to become the lion. And so it's telling you basically, in order to become the lion, you need to open yourself up to new possibilities and open yourself up to new love and, you know, new light in your life. Once you do this, I really strongly feel like your foundations for what you want to build in the future, you could be building a business already, or you could be in 2020 going into building a business with the Four of Pentacles here. And the King of Wands, I really feel like once you open yourself up to the universe and once you open yourself up to divine intervention with the lion here, I feel like that represents the sun because lion and sun, you know, Leo. So I feel like once you open yourself up to the divine through the lion and connect yourself to the sun, essentially, that'll help you to build your foundation for your future. You really need to trust right now that the universe has your back. And I know it's really hard for a lot of people. It's been hard for me, honestly, because you feel very alone. You do. And I understand that feeling and I can feel that feeling, literally. But yeah, like you just need to realize that, first of all, the universe has got all of our backs. If you're on the right side, if you're not resisting to what the universe has laid out for you in your life, or what you have laid out for you in your life, because people don't realize that we've chosen these trials and tribulations for ourselves. You know, we need to realize that even though we feel like everything's just been dumped on us and everything's just been kind of like given up, you know, I don't know how to really say that, but you guys know what I mean. We just kind of feel a little bit lost sometimes and a little bit disconnected from the outside world, and you need to realize that you don't need a connection to the outside physical world in order to have a connection to the world, and you don't need a connection to your phone, for example, in order to have a connection to the world. So yeah, that's what I have for you today with that. Sorry. And here we have the Moon card. So trust your intuition. Definitely trust your intuition and trust your higher self. And trust that your higher self knows what's best for you. We have the black and white here. That kind of gives me very Empress vibes, but it's not quite there. So I feel like there's a lack of feminine energy within your life. As you can see, there's a lot of, like, I feel like there's a lot of fire energy with the sun in the back here with the Temperance, and also we have a lot of lions and we have the King of Wands here. And I feel like this Moon card is really telling you with the black and white here to balance those energies and to really incorporate them into your whole being. Because without that dark and that light, that masculine and that feminine, you would not have balance in your life. You know, we need balance in order to survive, and we need balance in order to thrive. So yeah, and once you incorporate that strength, that divine masculine and that moon, then you will be able to finally decide on what it is that your passions are and what it is that you connect to emotionally. Because we have the Two of Cups, it's a decision. Number 2 is a decision card, a decision number, sorry. And the Two of Cups is telling me that you need to, once you incorporate those energies within yourself, you'll have more vitality in your life and you'll be able to be more patient with what it is that you have in store for you in 2020. So yeah, that's what I feel like the messages I have for you today. Also, just really look into the future and realize that the past is there in order for you to learn from it, you know? Because I'm sensing like Scorpio energy in this reading for some reason. I don't know, that just popped to my head for no reason, but you know, I mean, everything's for a reason, isn't it? Sorry guys, my garage door's actually open, and so I'm kind of looking to see, like, is anyone gonna come into my house? Like, do y'all wanna come and scrabble up? No. But yeah, so yeah, I feel like that's all I've got for you guys today. If the reading resonated with you, let me know. And if the reading didn't resonate with you, but certain parts of it did, then let me know also. Because I would love to hear that. I would love to hear what parts of my reading resonated. here we have the second deck, and the second deck we have the amethyst, the pussy crystal. So the amethyst helps to enhance our abilities, our psychic abilities, as well as abilities that we have in the 3D, I feel. And this specific amethyst represents birth, so it could represent new beginnings. In your life you could be very stuck and stagnant, and so the crystal, I feel like, is telling you that you need to give way and give birth to new life. And essentially life could be a new hobby, a new interest. It could be going out and communicating with people and getting to know people more, because you could be isolated. But yeah, that's the message that I have for you from this crystal today. And I'm going to shuffle the deck. Messages for deck. Okay, the deck's telling me not to shuffle anymore. Ooh, the Temperance card again. Interesting. The Sun in reverse. Wow. Ooh, the World again. The Wheel again. Four of Pentacles. Okay, maybe I'll just give it another shuffle. But I do feel as though that the reason that those cards came out is because you guys both have very similar messages, deck number 1 and deck number 2. From what I was seeing with this crystal as well, there's a disconnect in the first deck with the divine, and I feel like there's a disconnect in the second deck with the physical realm and the physical world, as we can see here with the sun, and the sun here as well. And so I feel like, yeah, there's definitely a disconnect from the outside world, but in terms of physical, not in terms of divinity. So here we have the Four of Chalices, the Eight of Chalices in reverse, and if anyone doesn't know, the chalices are the cups basically. The Nine of Swords upright, the Ten of Swords upright. How many? Alright, 7. Okay, cool. And then the Two of Swords upright. Okay, interesting. Maybe I should. No, you're good. You're good. Alright, so deck number 1. In 2019, I feel as though you guys have been very disconnected from the outside world. As you can see with these hands, they're kind of reaching out, and this person's kind of restricted from being able to reach out, you know, into the sun. And when I felt that, I felt the restriction. So yeah, I feel like you've had a lot of shit go on with your friendships. Sorry, excuse my language if anyone doesn't like that, but I'm a bit of a potty mouth hun. So yeah, I feel like as though you've had a lot of disconnection from the outside world in terms of friendships. You could have had difficulties actually making friends, or you could have difficulties because you've actually been cleansing your friends. And with the Temperance card, I feel like that's right here. So I feel like you've definitely been going through a period of renewal over the past year, and you've been really trying to work on yourself and who you are. And it's been hard for you because you haven't really been given anything at the moment to kind of better yourself. I feel as though you're kind of isolated from the outside world. You don't really have many friends, and that's all right. That's perfectly fine, because in order for you to evolve to the next level in your life, you need to realize that some people are lower vibrational than you, and that doesn't necessarily mean that they're worse people than you. It just means that they're on a different path at the moment in their life. And so you need to realize that in order to move forward, you need to realize that new people are going to come in your life. And that's why we have here the Give Birth to New Life crystal. So essentially, the universe is cutting all these people away from your life so that you can really open yourself up to the new opportunities that you can have in your life, and open yourself up to the love and the the people that actually are going to care for you and the people that are going to vibrate on the same frequency as you do. So yeah, just be patient and allow those people to come into your life. And stop, really stop looking at the past, because I'm seeing that you're looking at the past a lot in terms of your emotions. And of course it's understandable. I understand everyone looks in their past, you know, every now and then, and everybody kind of dwells on it. And so don't rush yourself and don't think to yourself, oh, because I'm looking into the past, you know, I'm useless, or I'm no good, or I'm not strong enough, you know, because all of us do it. It happens to all of us. I understand. But in order for you to learn, you need to realize that the past is there for you to build that emotional foundation for yourself with the cups here. So the past is there for you in order to learn from it, take what you need from the past, and also to use it in order to forward yourself into the future, essentially. My lips are so dry. So here we have the 8 of chalices. So I feel like you're being blocked from growing emotionally, but as well as financially with the 8 here, due to this looking into the past. And so in order for you to really open yourself up to these new avenues and these new people in your life that will really help you in your journey and really help you to propel yourself into the future emotionally, you know, mentally, and as well as financially, and really grow. See the stems growing here. Also during this deck, I keep looking at the back of the cards, and on the back of the cards we actually have, it looks like an Ankh to me, but also it looks very Taurus-like. I don't know if you guys can see that at all, but it's kind of like an Ankh, but it's kind of like a Taurus thing. And so yeah, I feel like you really need to embrace, if you have Taurus in your chart, you need to really embrace those Taurus energies and expel yourself, or not expel yourself, sorry, because we all accept every part of ourselves, otherwise you're creating a shadow, and that's not good for you. But basically, really put a backseat on the fire and the the fire and the watery energies in your life at the moment. And I feel like you should be thinking of things in terms of intelligence, sorry, not intelligence, but air. Aquarius here we have, so Aquarius is to do with friends. That was weird. Okay, I don't know, maybe I'm reading that card wrong and Spirit's telling me not to read that card. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. Sorry, I've got a crystal on my album. But yeah, I'm just gonna grab another card out of the deck because that card just literally blew away. It was like, nope! Okay. Interesting. Yeah, so I really feel like you need to sit down and really talk to yourself and have a conversation with yourself about what you want, what your passions are, and what you value in terms of your emotions. Because I feel like right now, you're very overburdened by your emotions and you feel as though there's no way out of it. And I feel like maybe you're intellectualizing your emotions too much. And you need to stop intellectualizing them first of all. Stop thinking, why am I feeling this or why am I feeling that? And just accept the fact that you're feeling. And accept the fact that it's there. Because certain times in our life, we feel a bit lost and we can't really do anything about it, you know? Because we kind of just feel like we're stuck in a rut. And in order for you to overcome that rut, that emotional rut, as the cards are showing me, you need to really just sit down with yourself, meditate, and really realize, maybe even go through certain things and think about why they're bothering you and really get to the root of it. And I know I just said stop intellectualizing your emotions, but not in terms of like, why am I feeling this? Why am I feeling this? meditate and just feel the emotion, you know? Really think about, sorry, not think, really, what's the word I'm looking for? Please give me a word. Please give me the word that I'm looking for today. Fucking hell, my tongue's so tired. I'm sorry guys, sometimes it's really hard for me to get the message out because I'm literally just like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I feel like you really need to like look at things in terms of the yin realm. Go within yourself and understand yourself wholly and spiritually. All-star. Interesting. Converse. Ooh, okay, so Spirit's telling me right now that you need to converse with other people. Okay, yeah, but also converse with yourself in terms of meditation, but converse with other people and converse is actually not the word that I'm looking for, but you guys know that I mean conversate. I think that's the word. I mean, I'm a Gemini sun, so I'm always right. No. But yeah. So the universe is telling me that you need to converse with other people, and realize that intellectually you are complete, mentally you are complete. Stop thinking that stop thinking that you're not worth it, or thinking that you're not quite there yet, because the Ten of Swords is telling me that in 2020 you are going to be complete. You will be complete. If you are not complete now, then you will be complete. And the Two of Swords is telling me here that you need to make a decision. It could be making a decision on whether or not you want to be friends with a certain person, whether or not you want to cut off a certain person. And if it's cutting off a certain person, ask yourself, is this person serving me? Does this person have my highest good in their heart? Or are they just using me for something? And of course, like the using word, I don't really like that. But you just need to ask yourself, does this person value me as a person, or do they value me as a material object? Because some people in life, they only value us for what we can give them. And you need to realize that it's going to be hard to discern between those people. It really is. It's fucking hard. Don't even like I know how hard it is. But we really need to just open ourselves up to cutting down, you know? And as hard as that is, as harsh as that is, that's the truth, really, it's the truth. Because some people just do not serve us. And if you do not make the decision to basically get rid of this person, or decide whether or not you want to keep them, if the universe thinks that they're not good for you, then the universe will cut them out, and it's not going to be pretty, let me tell you. It's going to be very ugly, and it's going to be very, very abrupt. So just be aware of that, you know? And I don't want to scare anyone. I definitely don't want to scare anyone, but that's just the truth, sorry. Now, here we have deck number 3. Hello, 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 deck number 3. So I'm getting a lot of happy energy from this deck. I don't know why, but yeah, I feel as though like there's a lot of fire within this. And obviously I told you guys before, I don't really know this crystal. So I'm not really going to read this crystal, but just looking at it, I can see that there's earth energy and there's fire energy within it, because we've got the red color, the brownie color, but we also have the specks of green. So I feel as though, sorry, I'm really out of it. But I'm not out of it, I'm in it, like, because I'm doing a reading. But I'm out of it because I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so yeah, fire and earth energy I'm getting. So I feel as though you could be going through a lot of, going through your passions maybe in your life. You also could be connecting your passions to the material, and so you could be manifesting right now, or you could be in 2020 manifesting the future that you want for yourself and the passions that you want for yourself. So deck number 3. Any messages for deck number 3 in 2020? Any messages for deck number 3 in 2020? Any messages for deck number 3? So we have the 5 of Swords, the 3 of Wands, the Tower in reverse, the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, Justice in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles, the 7 of Wands, and I'm going to pull one more card just for this deck, and the Queen of Chalices. Okay. Okay. So I feel as though in 2019, you guys have really been focusing on your passions. And you'll be kind of looking at your passions from an outside perspective. Okay, well, the Spirit does not want me to do this card today. Does Spirit want me to pull another card? Yeah. Yes? Yes. Two. Okay. Wow. Okay. I get it now. Okay. Before I pulled the Queen of Pentacles, and Spirit essentially wanted to tell me, it's not the Queen of Pentacles, honey. It's the High Priestess. Oh. Yeah. So here we have deck number 1. So the 3 of Wands in 2019, I feel as though you guys have been really focusing on your passions from an outside perspective, and really looking at it in terms of, is this really for me? Do I really want to do this? Am I really driven to do this goal? Or am I just kind of doing it because other people want me to do it, you know? And I feel like you need to leave that energy behind in 2019, because that's the first card we've got here. And it's not saying that that is a bad thing that you're thinking about that. It's just saying that you've already worked on that. I feel as though you've already worked on that, and you're kind of very driven coming into 2020. You've got a lot of spunk and a lot of spirit, and you've got a lot of, you know, mental power and mental stability. You're kind of like the Magician. So here we have the 5 of Swords. Sis. And the 5 of Swords is, the 5 for me personally represents kind of magician-like energy, like I was just saying before. And I feel as though you've got a lot on your plate, but you also have a lot going for you. And you need to really utilize all of your energies that you have within your life, the emotional, the physical as well, because right now you don't have a solid foundation. You have everything that you need in order to grow what you want to grow. It could be a business, it could be a new career option, it could be like anything really. But I feel as though it's related to your passions. So it's most likely something to do with money. And you do have the tools and the requirements necessary in order to pursue your goal. That's not the problem here. The problem is that you are not building a solid foundation for yourself, and you're not thinking about this in terms of practicality and in terms of finances. You're only thinking about this in terms of essentially your passions, but also mentally. So you're thinking of it in a logical manner, and that's perfectly fine, but you also need to think of it in a practical way and really incorporate that earth energy within you. Otherwise, the tower's gonna come down and knock all of that shit down. You really need to build a solid foundation for yourself first. So the Justice card in reverse here, I feel as though somebody's taken something from you financially, and they've kind of just swept it away from you. And that could be right or that could be wrong, but that's just the feeling I'm getting right now. And the Justice card in reverse is telling me that you feel like you are disadvantaged, or you feel like you don't have the tools necessary. And I feel as though, yes, you do have the tools necessary, but you also need to understand that there are some things that you do not have. And you need to work your way around that and kind of work with it as well as working around it, because you have the power within you in order to pursue your goals and your dreams. But you may feel like you're disadvantaged financially. And the universe is telling you, first of all, money doesn't fucking exist. It really doesn't. So we need to stop focusing on money and thinking about money as if like it's going to really help us. Because right now, look at me. I've literally got one tarot deck. I mean, I have barely any crystals. Like, I mean, I actually have quite a lot of crystals when thinking about it. But you know, I don't have so much. Like, I don't have really much. I don't have a video camera. I'm filming off my phone. And so for me, that's been a challenge for me as well, because I've thought, you know, what am I going to do? Are people going to think less of me because I only have one deck? Like, and really thinking about it and saying it out loud right now, to me, it sounds fucking stupid. Like, it really sounds so stupid. Like, who gives a flying fuck how many decks I have, or how many crystals I have, or what crystals I have? If I'm really channeling the right messages for you guys today, then okay, sorry. So I feel as though like these cards were right for you, but Spirit is telling me that first of all, I'm talking way too fucking much. But I feel like I'm talking the right amount, because I don't need those cards anymore. I've already kind of gone through that energy anyway, I feel. And the High Priestess energy was basically just telling me that you have the power, basically. Yeah. You have the power to make that decision for yourself. And yeah, I feel like once you really step into your feet and step into your shoes and really become the person that you were meant to be, it will help you to realize and view things from a different perspective, and kind of flip the Justice card back the way it was meant to be, and flip the Pentacles into the way it was meant to be. Because yeah, the only thing right now that I feel is holding you back is yourself. Yeah, that's the energy that I'm getting right now. And so in order for you to overcome and to fully immerse yourself into what you want to do and your passions, and to become, you know, this bird, he's flying into the future. He's flying into the future. He's flying into 2020. But yeah. He's like basically pointing the way. He's like, come this way, we've got to go, like, let's go. And the fire energy is like, whoo, like really, really fast, you know? But you guys need to understand, first of all, think of it in a practical way. Also, have patience. Really have patience. And also flip your perspective, because your perspective is everything in this world. You need to understand that your perspective alters your outside world, first of all. And if you're thinking of yourself as, woe is me, you know, I'm not good enough for this, or I can't do this, or I don't have enough things to do this, then you're not going to be able to do it, first of all. You're not going to have enough things to do it. You're just going to manifest those things into your reality. And that's not what we want. We want to manifest positivity in our reality. And that's not to say that you're not a positive person, because, you know, straight away, as soon as I got and opened this deck, I felt the energy. You know, you are a very positive person. But I feel like you're not thinking of yourself in terms of positively. You really need to think of yourself positively and realize that you have the power and you have the strength. Here we have deck number 4. Now, deck number 4, we have the Lapis Lazuli. And the Lapis Lazuli is to do with Sagittarius. So, yeah. But I also feel as though because of the blue color, it's to do with your throat chakra. So you could be having trouble expressing your goals, expressing your truth, maybe, because Sagittarius is about truth. So yeah, that's the energy that I'm getting right now, I feel. And you really need to realize that people are going to judge you no matter what in this life. So So regardless of if you express your truth, or if you express a fake version of yourself, or if you express a minuscule of yourself to other people, regardless of what you do, people are always going to judge you, people are always going to talk shit, and people are always going to have a problem with what you do. And that's on period. That's on period. A little bit of tough love for my Sagittarius. I'm a Sagittarius moon, so you know, that's on period. Okay, so the first two cards we have here are the Knight of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. Whew. Sorry guys, yawning. I'm not yawning because of this reading. So we have the Chariot, the One of Swords, the Seven of Chalices, and the Five of Chalices. And we also have the Six of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, so I feel as though in 2019 you've really been pushing yourself to be able to. Sorry guys, I can feel how much you are blocked. I can literally feel it in my throat. Like, oh my god. Oh. Okay, so in 2019, I feel like you guys have really been striving to speak your truth as well as speak your passions in your life. Wow. My brother's watching, guys.
I'm actually a girl.
So yeah, I feel like in 2019 you guys have been very blocked from being able to express your true self and from being able to stand tall in your life. And you really need to be able to like have that firm foundation and have that firm foundation of who you are and what you believe in and what your truth is. Because here with the One of Swords in reverse, bro.
The winds are changing.
So the Seven of Cups has just flipped itself. Literally, it happened before, but it was only one card and it was in the middle. How weird is that? Like, it was literally just like, and then one card flew.
You want me to get something to block the wind?
I don't know, maybe. The spirits block the wind.
The spirits.
So yeah, I feel as though you guys have been really blocked from being able to have a firm foundation and a firm, stable foundation of who you are and what you believe in. And I feel like sorry, it's getting really cold. That's why I'm shaking so much. It was already cold before, like don't get me wrong, but I'm literally shaking now. Yeah, so I feel like with the Chariot here, there's a lot of masculine energy in your life, and so I feel as though this masculine energy that's around you really makes you feel like you can't express who you are and you can't express your true self, and you need to understand that you have that masculine energy within you. Also, the color orange is coming up a lot in this reading. Maybe I'll just... no, that's all good. Stop. Maybe, no. Sometimes I'm very indecisive if you guys haven't been able to tell. And so when spirit tells me something, I'm like, is spirit telling me something or am I telling me something? But I know it's spirit. But I'm like, am I? You know? Those feels. Okay. That one's gone too, hun. 7 of Swords and the 9 of Cups. So yeah, we just got rid of the 5 of Cups and the 7 of Cups because it blew away twice. Both of them blew away twice. So yeah, it's not happening, hun. Okay. So yeah, I feel as though you really need to stand strong in your beliefs and really focus on not the opinions around you and not the way that people are thinking of you or the way that you're portrayed to the outside world, because that doesn't matter, you know? The only thing that matters is that you're your true self and that you're expressing yourself in the most authentic way that you can. So I feel as though last year you've been really trying to come in with that fire energy and come in like guns blazing, like, yeah, I'm here, like, I can do this, I am me, but something's blocking you. And I feel like that's something in the physical. Somebody's telling you to shut up. Figuratively or literally. But someone is telling you to shut up. And you need to realize, first of all, sometimes your battles, you need to choose your battles in order to win your wars. And that's a lesson that I've had to learn a lot in my life because I'm a very vocal person myself. As I said before, I'm a Sagittarius moon. And it's hard sometimes because you really want to speak your truth and you really want to say something to someone that's, for example, if someone tells you to shut up, you want to fight against them, you know? Stop it! But we need to understand that even though you're having an argument with someone, or if someone, for example, says shut up to you and you say something back, that doesn't necessarily mean you won, you know? And sometimes winning, it just means being the bigger person and walking away from the situation. Because we don't want that negative energy in our vibes, you know what I mean? We want to cleanse ourselves. We want to be full of life and love, you know? And we need balance. So yeah, I feel like you really should come in with that Chariot energy, that masculine energy, and really just come forward and really embrace who you are and fully embody that energy within yourself. So I feel as though there's a lot of orange energy, and with this deck, the Pentacles is orange, the color of the Pentacles is orange. Orange, I found out recently, is Buddha in his highest state, or in his most perfect state. And so, again, with the orange here, I feel like you need to be zen. You really need to be zen. And just focus on yourself and focus on how you can better yourself without people in the picture. Because I know people are going to tell you to shut up. People are going to, you know, push you down. The universe is like full of people that don't want you to succeed, you know, the people that don't want you to be able to speak your truth, and you know, they're going to knock you down a couple times, but the strength that you have is to be able to get back up. And so you need to utilize that strength in order to get back up and to become the Buddha and be zen. My brother's in the background doing stupid shit. He's literally like, you know, I don't know how to explain it, but he's just doing dumb stuff. Yeah, so the Nine of Chalices and the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel as though you really need to embody that Buddha, that Zen energy, but also encompass the divine feminine within you, you know, because we have a lot of green here. This reading's one of the more harder ones, sorry guys. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad reading, it just means that the messages aren't coming through as clear, because there's probably a lot of messages coming through, honey. But yeah, so I feel like you really need to embrace that orange, that masculine, that sun energy, but also incorporate it with your feminine energy that you already have. Because you do have a lot of feminine energy within yourself. You need to use those together and in harmony in order to be able to speak your truth. And people are gonna laugh at you no matter what. Like really, people are gonna laugh at you no matter what you do. And so you just need to understand that you are you and nobody can change that. You are you and nobody can change that, and nobody can do anything about that, you know? Only person that can change that is you, and if you change that, then you're not being you, are you? I'm just gonna get another card out because I feel like I need a little bit more clarity with this reading. Okay, the Hierophant. Yeah, so again with the masculine energy, El Papa. It literally says here, the Hierophant, El Papa. So maybe this could be your dad. This could be just a very masculine energy in general. Or this could be you. You could be that masculine energy. And so I feel as though you really need to understand that the universe is serving you, and the universe has your back, and the universe wants you to know that you have everything that you need in order to be your most authentic self, in order to express your most authentic self. And no matter what, there's always going to be masculine energies, there's always going to be people in your life that are trying to push you, you know? And they could be trying to push you in negative ways, or they could be trying to push you in positive ways. But either way, you're going to be pushed, you're going to be shoved, you're going to be punched, you know? And the strength that we have and you have as the Hierophant with the 5 here, it's master of the 5 senses of the physical realm and the spiritual realm. So you have the ability to be able to strengthen yourself by yourself. You don't need anyone else, you know? You have that masculine energy within yourself. And if you're looking to like a father figure or someone else for that energy, then you don't need to. You really don't need to. Stop looking at other people for that masculine energy, and stop looking for other people for that, you know, grounding and stability, because you have that grounding and stability yourself. You have the ability to be able to express yourself truly, hopefully, and with loving intent. And you just need to understand that that's you, you know? And that's why I'm getting a lot of orange. You guys could be enlightened yourself, you know? And as I was saying, how orange represents Buddha in his most perfect state. You guys could be, you know, in your most perfect state. Or you could be coming into 2020 in your most perfect state. Sorry guys, another card flew. But yeah, that's what I feel as though you guys really need to encompass in 2020 and what's ahead for you in 2020. I feel like once you overcome that, be able to express yourself truly, then that will help you to be emotionally, mentally and physically balanced, you know? I feel like that's all I have. Hi guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Please let me know in the comments below if you resonated with any parts of the reading. And if you want to share what parts of that reading resonated with you and why, then do please tell me as well. Please hit the subscribe button and the like button below. Hit the notification bell if you guys want to be kept updated on when we upload. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful day guys. Namaste. Ka kite ano.